Good evening and welcome to Christ and Pogo's Bible Study. This week we're going to be studying Acts chapter 3 verses 1 through 11. What we have here is a beautiful picture of Peter and John walking into worship and taking the opportunity to heal a crippled man. That's about the nuts and bolts of it when you first begin to look at it. But really there is so much more here to be found. We're going to take a little bit of time and see what we can pull out of it. When the crippled man was healed, you look at his reaction. He was walking, jumping, leaping, praising God, and considering the length of time that he had been crippled, I guess you might consider this as an understandable reaction. So the first question we have to ask ourselves is when Jesus does something in our everyday life, how should we react? Now, let's take a look at what Peter and John were doing. This man was at what we call the Beautiful Gate, right by Solomon's Colonnade. Now this is where the learned men came in. This is where the rich men came in. And beggars came here on a regular basis because they knew that the rich men wanted to show off their ability to give alms in front of everyone else. Now understand, first of all, giving to the poor and being generous are important, but we don't do it for show. What we do is we give what is needed. This man needed the healing touch of Jesus, and this is exactly what Peter gave to him. Peter gave the beggar not money, but Jesus. In one sense, he gave him exactly what we need. Now, when we take a look at this, we need to ask ourselves in this situation, how do we use the resources that God has given us wisely? We've been given more than just money, but we've been given gifts, talents, all sorts of things of God, and we need to make sure that we use it wisely. One last little thing here. Solomon's Colonnade. It just seems like a little location just to give it a little bit of authenticity. Solomon's Colonnade was where Jesus liked to teach. This is where he liked to question Pharisees, be questioned by Pharisees. Odds are, when this healing took place, Peter and John were in close proximity to the religious leaders who had just had Jesus crucified a few months earlier. They saw Peter and John say, "In the name of Jesus, be healed." They saw this man walk. The question is, in our lives, how do we let people see the change that takes place in us when Jesus does an action? These are some of the things that help us grow, and help us grow so that others can be changed by Jesus as well. I'll see you on Saturday night.